Hello, hello, hello to all of my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your weekly reading. This is from June 23rd through June 30th to all of my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you need to check to see what Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus means to each one of the signs, check my description to see how it affects you, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, and your Venus, okay? But again, this is for my Cancers. Happy birthday to all of my Cancers. If I don't get a chance to specifically tell you happy birthday to you all. We are officially in Cancer season. Woohoo! To all of my Cancers. Again, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you today with your Cancer reading. Guess what, Cancers? Before we really get into your reading, I want to share something with you. You know that there's a waxing moon. Your moon phase is a waxing crescent moon in Cancer right now, right? So your feeling of safety is now related to your home, your family, and related to activities such as cooking and gardening. You may be prone to emotional fluctuations. You also learn to forgive and forget in order to avoid depression from thinking too much about things. Your perception of the world can be very subjective. Try to create a certain distance without being bitter. Due to your rich emotional manifestation, you can create a real sense of belonging in the world. Yeah, that's how the waxing moon, waxing crescent moon in Cancer affects you, to all of my Cancers. So what do we know about Cancers? Cancers are very sympathetic, they're very emotional, they're very persuasive, they're very loyal, they're highly imaginative, they're tenacious, they're very empathetic, they love to give their best, they don't hold back their emotions, they're very charming, they're empathetic, and they're sweethearts. I may have said empathetic, but maybe I needed to say that twice. They're very empathetic people. So, again, this is Cancer season. This is a special reading for my Cancers. I want to also explain to you, specifically share some more information with you if your moon is in Cancer. I'm going to get more in depth with all of the readings, but since we're talking about Cancers right now, yeah, my sweetheart Cancers, this is for you. All right, so I'm going to be using the Mystic Monday cards. These are tarot cards, and then also the Affirmator tarot cards. They're pretty cards. The Sacred Vision Oracle cards. And then also the Moonology Oracle cards. All right, we have some crystals here. We have the rose quartz is also the love crystal. We have some amethyst here. We have turquoise, and we have some other things over here too for you. So we're going to get right into your reading, Cancer. I'm so excited for you. Since I've already shuffled the cards, let me just shuffle one more time. Let's get this in here. Let's get this in here for my Cancers. Yeah, happy birthday to all of my Cancers. I'm going to also break it down by decan also. Okay. Also known as decanates, or also decanates. People pronounce it differently. I pronounce it decanates, but it's also your decans. Okay, and so I'll explain what that is in just a minute. Let's get into your reading. Okay, all right. Let me shuffle one more time here. Most High God in the universe, give me some information for my Cancers on today, specifically in the areas of love and money. That is self-love, that's family love, and that is romantic love. Also in areas of money as it relates to their career and every other way, their path. All right. Okay, Cancers, let's go. We're going to go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, so we have some major arcanas here. Let's put this up here for just a second, okay? We have the Judgment card, which is Scorpio. We have the Justice card, which is Libra. I'm going to put this up here so you guys can see, and I'll move them closer. Then we also have the Lovers card, which is Gemini. Okay, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Okay, so we have the Lover's card, again, which is the Gemini card. We have the Justice card. I'm sorry, yeah, we have the Justice card, which is the Libra card, both air signs. And then we have the Judgment card, which is water element. So 2 air elements and a water element, okay? All right. So I want to move the air cards to 1. I'm going to probably, just in case we have some more in the second part of this. All right. So before we get into what these cards are, let me explain to you what the decans or decans are, okay? So each astrological sign is divided into 3 parts, okay? Each part is called a decanant or decan. So the term is used interchangeably. I want you guys to know that first off, okay? The word actually comes from a Greek word, dekanoi, which means 10 days apart, okay? So the Greeks took their word from the Egyptians, which divided their year into 360 days. So the Egyptian year had 12 months of 30 days each. And each month was divided into 3 sections of 10 days. It was these 10 days, 10-day sections that the Greeks called decanoi. Okay, so astrology still uses the zodiac, divides the zodiac into decans. Okay, so there are 12 signs in the zodiac. We know that. Each sign is divided into 3 decans, okay? So you may picture each decanant as a room. You were born in a certain sign, for example, Cancer. And that consists of 3 rooms. That's decans, 3 rooms, okay? All right. Which room of the Cancer were you born in? Okay. And so the zodiac is a 360-degree circle. Each decadent is 10 degrees of that circle, lasting for about 10 days. Okay, so that's what a decan is, okay, or decadence, you know, if we get really into that. So Cancers, I want to be very specific about yours. Again, happy birthday to all of my Cancers. So if you are in the first decan, the key word for you is receptiveness, okay? That is June 21st through June 30th, okay? So the moon is both your ruler and your sub-ruler, and so you tend to be very receptive and sensitive to other people. You see deeply into human nature, and your insights or guidance are often sought after. You would make an excellent teacher or instructor. Rationality is important to you. Even though you are an emotional person, you are able to sift through facts and arrive at a fair decision. You have an excellent memory for feelings and impressions, both yours and for others. But ordinary day-to-day details escape you. In relationships, you look for harmony and security. Excuse me. You dislike quarrels and dissension, and any kind of emotional disturbance leaves you depressed at times, and at times you are too moody and pessimistic. Okay, so I want you to keep all of that in mind. That is for my first decan Cancers. So for my second decan Cancers, from July 1st through July 11th, the word for you is intensity. Okay, so your planetary sub-ruler is Pluto. And by the way, the planetary sub-ruler for the first decan is Moon. So your true Moon, okay? All right, Pluto is the planet of depth and intensity and combines with your Cancer Moon to give you a forceful yet thoughtful personality. Of all the 3 Cancer decans, yours is the most mystical and interested in things unseen. People are drawn to your sensitivity and often tell you their secrets. Your intellectual talents are formidable, even though your strong feelings predominate when making decisions. Both curious and intuitive, you are able to gather facts and information from all sources and use them for your benefit. In work, You are disciplined and practical. In relationships, you are the opposite, sentimental, emotional, and often possessive. You have a tendency to become too fixed and rigid once you've set your mind. Okay, so that's the Cancer in the second decan. Remember your sub-ruling planet, it's Pluto. Okay, that's important for you to know, because that's also in the mix of things for you. So the third decan for Cancer is from July 12th through July 22nd. All right. Your keyword is empathy. Okay. And we're going to get into all of that once I read your cards. Okay. The spiritual planet Neptune is your sub-ruler, which joins forces with the Cancerian moon to accentuate an impressionable and romantic nature. You may be very artistic and you try to create beauty and harmony around you. Your adaptability to different kinds of people is one of your secrets of success. Many of you are destined for some kind of public life. You have an ability to touch people's feelings to form close ties with them. In love, you have deep emotions. You are loyal and protective towards your family and mate, and you believe only the best about them. Cautious and conservative are words that best describe your approach to problems. Even in the midst of crisis, you look for balance. Often, you are prone towards discontent and dissatisfaction. Okay, so that is decan or decadence broken down. Okay, Cancer, like I said, happy birthday to all of my Cancers. This was a special reading for you, but let's get into this. Okay, what the universe is giving me regarding you, and I'll give you some more information about Moon and Cancer if your Moon is in Cancer. Okay, but I wanted to break down the decans for you because it's important to note that if your birthday falls between the first, second, or third decan, that what that Cancer is the planet that's attached to you right now. The waxing moon is in Cancer, and so I shared that with you also. But yeah, let's get into that. So like I said, you all are emotional people, and a lot of times you feel things that other people don't feel. Okay, remember I said you guys are sweethearts, you're empathetic, you give your best, you don't hold back your emotions, you're very charming, you're tenacious, highly imaginative, you're loyal, persuasive, emotional, sympathetic, and I think I said loyal. Yeah, I said loyal. So that's the breakdown right there. Okay, so what we have right here is, again, the Lover's card, which is attached to Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. We have Justice, which is attached to Libra, which is also an air sign. And we have the Judgment card, which is attached to Scorpio, which is a water sign. These are the elements that these cards are attached to. So first off, what I see for you is we have a new love for you. So I know that we have quite a few planets that are retrograde right now, right? And for those people who have their ruling planet attached to a planet that's in retrograde right now, things are moving a little slower for them. But your emotions are very, very high right now. And as I said, with the emotional piece, Cancer, that's a wonderful thing. And that's something that you can really, really use to your advantage. Okay. So remember I said, so specifically today, June 23rd, 2020, your moon is in Cancer, but the phase that it's in, it's a waxing crescent moon. Okay. Okay. So like I said, your feelings are about home right now. Feeling of safety is related to your home, family, and other activities such as cooking and gardening, right? So a lot of things are about home right now. So this Lover's card right here is saying that if you're in a relationship right now, that relationship is strengthened because that is your primary focus. Your relationship is either strengthened or you have done so much work on yourself in terms of love. Remember specifically what my prayers were to the ancestors, the Most High God, and the universe, was to give me specific information regarding love and money in the areas of love, romantic love, family love, self-love, right? Okay, so if you're in a relationship, that relationship has strengthened, okay? If you're not in a relationship, this is a new person, and this new person has just as much as you have to give. Remember, because we have been quarantined, a lot of states are like in the second or third phase of reopening. So we have restaurants reopening. We have a lot of things going on right now, and all of this is affecting each one of us, regardless of what your astrological sign is, okay? But new love is here for you, Cancer. This is what I'm saying and seeing for you, if you're not already in a relationship. Now, because you've been putting out this good energy, you've been putting out some really, really good karma. The scales of justice are in your favor. Okay, so again, this is attached to Gemini. This is attached to Libra. Okay, I just want to just start there first. Right here is the Judgment card. So again, this is attached to the Scorpio. What I'm getting for you is that because you've really, really gone in and you've done the work on yourself, and I mean the self-love, you've forgiven yourself. And remember, when I say for my water signs, specifically my Cancers, you guys feel a lot. Whether you're Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you really feel a lot from not only yourself, you're very in tune with your emotions, but you're also in tune with other people's emotions. And so with that, if you, my Cancers that have learned how to harness those emotions, I mean, like really, really harness those emotions, are highly intuitive people, highly intuitive. And it may seem like it's scary at first for you, but once you learn how to use those gifts, it'll serve you in every area of your life. Okay, what I'm seeing for you, which is attached to your emotions, and remember the water signs, the water elements, which is what Cancer is, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are in the water elements. They represent the journey to emotions and creativity, right? So you've gone in and you've done the work. I see either a new love for you if you're single, or if you're currently in a relationship, your focus is your family right now, and your relationship at home is strengthened. Okay, look at this, the Six of Pentacles. So you have, and this is really paying off for you. So the Pentacles cards is your journey. It represents your journey to money and wealth, right? That's the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But this right here, you are in a really, really good headspace, Cancer, like really good headspace spiritually. And your money is just flowing. You're just flowing with money, which is a beautiful thing, because during this time of quarantine, COVID-19, social distancing, and the whole shebang, some people have seen it as like, oh, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I don't know why all of this stuff is happening. But I'm telling you, when you raise your vibrations and you start to focus on things that you're grateful for, I mean, truly, truly grateful for, even if it's just, I'm just grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that, I have a roof over my head. I am grateful that I have my peace of mind. For those who are single and who may desire love to come into their lives, but just focusing on the fact that you are not in a relationship that's disrupting your peace. So be grateful for your peace. And just know that constantly working on yourself. But where you are right now, this is prosperity. This is flow. This is giving and receiving. So whatever you put out there in the universe, like I said, the scales are balanced in your favor, Cancer. And you put in the work. You really sat down and you thought about the inner work that you need to do. This also represents self-love. But this also is you putting all this energy in working yourself and saying, you know what? Okay, spiritually, I need to go deeper. And this is what you've done. You've gone deeper. Okay. And so it's actually paying off for you. But look at this, the Nine of Swords. You remember there was a time, and remember this taps into your intuitiveness. This taps into your perception. This taps into, you know, all those wonderful things that I said about you, Cancer. And I don't want you to lose that by allowing people around you to cause you this kind of angst, this kind of heartache, this kind of stress. Okay. And so what I want you to do, Cancers, is that if there's anybody around you that's causing you this, whether it's a job, a person, and that could be family, that's romantic love, because they know that you're such a sweetheart, you're such a giver, that you need to cut them off. Use these swords right here to cut them off. This is air energy right here. Okay, so we have two air signs right here. This is your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, that's your journey to intellect and power. Use your perception, use your gifts of perceiving things, from getting energy from people, and cut those people off that don't serve a higher purpose for you, because you have way too much to give. This is prosperity. Matter of fact, you feel great about giving to people, whether it's giving advice, giving money, giving your time. You know, you freely give your resources, but they come right back. That's why the scales are always balanced in your favor. Okay, and look at this, Queen of Pentacles, more money, more money, more money, more money. Okay, and like I said, when I tell you about the Pentacles cards, remember I'm telling you about that's your journey to money and wealth, right? And so this is you, Cancer, you really have a heart for people. That's why I wanted to read your explain what the decans are, decans, same thing. They use interchangeably. So regardless of what your sub-ruling planet is, you're still Cancer, ruled by the moon, and this is you right here, Earth Mother. This is masculine, feminine energy. So again, this is for masculine, feminine energy. It just happens to be a woman on the card, but you also provide nourishment for people. Like I said, you have an even flow of all the resources, money, time, love, whatever people need, and it comes right back to you. So your life is in full balance. Okay. This is also, again, like I said, this also says that you have a heart for people. So yeah, that's wonderful. Let's get into the second part of this. I'm really, really loving this. A lot of people are coming through this period, this time, retrograde and all these other things, with just a stronger sense of self, more love, more in tune with themselves. And Cancer, you're right on it. Again, if I haven't said it, I'm going to say it again. Happy birthday to all of my Cancers. We are officially in Cancer season. Yes, we are officially in Cancer season. All right, let's get into some more. I'm not surprised. Look at this. Not surprised. Yeah. All right, we're going to move these over here. These are, like I said, the air signs, Libra and Gemini. Okay. That's what we have here. All right. We have another. Look at this. We have the Empress card, which is ruled by Taurus and Libra. All right. Taurus and Libra, the Empress card. So we have the Justice card, okay, which is the Libra card. So air signs right here. We have a mixture of air and earth element, and we have water element here. We're going to get into that in just a second, because this is what you represent, okay? You represent the Empress, okay? And that's a wonderful thing. Like, let me move these other cards around so I can like really, really break this down. Most High God in the universe, give me some more information about the cards that I'm looking at right now for my Cancers. So your overall energy is that because you've done the work, you've really, really reflected on some things, to a point where you're actually judging yourself. You were judging yourself, you were judging the energy around you, Cancer. And it actually worked out in your favor because, again, you ended up in exactly the space that um, you believe somewhere down inside of you that you would end up as the Empress. Okay, the Empress is the goddess, femininity, Mother Earth. Again, ruled by Venus, love. Venus taps into love and emotions, right? And so that's attached to Taurus and Libra. So I'm not surprised by what I see here in your with your cards. Okay, I'm looking at a Wands card right here. This is a let me see, Knight of Wands, very ambitious. Okay, so when I look at this, your person is very, very ambitious. Your new person, either the person that you're with currently, if you're married, or if you're single. And actually, I'm getting a stronger sense that for my singles, not necessarily for my marrieds, because this is showing me that your relationship is strengthened during this time, which is an excellent thing, especially when you read a lot of the tabloids and stuff like that, with so many people, their marriages are dissolving, relationships are dissolving, and just in not the greatest place. But that's not you, Cancer. You're actually really, really in a good place. Whether that is a good place with your mate, whether it's a really good place with yourself, and if you don't have anybody, you're actually attracting love. Remember, I said the scales are actually balanced in your favor. So your person is very, very ambitious. The Wands is the fire element, which represents journey to spirituality and taking action. Okay, so if this is you, you could have a fire sign somewhere in your chart. Okay, in areas of like ambition, and you're a go-getter. You're actually taking action. You're taking action. You use your spirituality really to guide you through. Remember, I said that you, Cancer, being ruled by the moon, you're very family oriented. Like, you're very close to your family, very protective when it comes to your family. And so either your new person is, when I say that, okay, I have to find the card. Okay, when I say that this person matches you perfectly in areas of spirituality, but they have that extra fire up under them, your new person. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is, remember I said cups, water, represents your journey to emotions and creativity, right? Okay, so your Nine of Cups is your wish coming true, fulfillment, pleasure card. Okay, so your new person is your wish come true. Again, you've been putting out all of this good karma, this good energy, okay? And then look at us. We have the Two of Pentacles, okay? The Two of Pentacles, represents your life is in full balance. That's your daily affairs in full balance. You know what to prioritize. Like, you're really in full sync with yourself right now, which is a wonderful thing. Okay, and I want you to keep up that energy. But you know what? It didn't come without some kind of stress, strain, or struggle in your past. So this Four of Swords right here represents the air element, which represents your journey to intellect and power. You got to this place. You've gone through some things. Okay, you've really, really gone through some things. And so what I want you to understand, my Cancers, is, and I want to put this, see, I don't have another one of these right here. But you have gone through some things in order for you to be in a rest position. See, this energy right here is in a rest position, right? But they still have swords, their power and intellect. They're armed with their power and intellect, right? And so because you've gone through so many things and because you're a feeler, will probably be the best. I want to get closer to that. Will probably be the best way to describe it, Cancer, because you're really a feeler. Like you feel a lot of things that's happening that some people may or may not, but you do. Okay. Okay. Let me see how I can unpack this right here. Okay. So when you went in, this judgment card right here, which is a Scorpio card, when you really went in and you really started to think about how you can make some improvements, whether it's within yourself or other people around you, and you started to tap into this Empress energy, okay, this goddess, this femininity, this Mother Earth energy, right? That's where your gifts are. Like that is where your gifts are. And a lot of people are afraid of those gifts because they think it's spooky, or maybe they were raised in an environment that just didn't support their spiritual gifts. But once you got to a point where you realize those spiritual gifts actually serve not only you, but served other people around you, you started to be in protection mode for your gifts. Okay. So, for specifically if your moon is in Cancer, you're more imaginative, you're more sympathetic, you're protective, you're tenacious, you're loyal. And those were some of the words that I used to describe you before. So you are best in deep committed love relationships, okay? Unfortunately, you have to go through unhappy love affairs before you find the contentment that you and security that you seek. Even though you are motivated strongly by your feelings, in a curious way, you're also afraid of them. It is your nature to mistrust love, to feel that somehow you're unworthy of someone else's devotion. Because you'll hold on too long to relationships that's destructive, that cause in your deep psyche that you believe that you'll never find another love. But that is not the case here, Cancer. Because you guys are so highly intuitive, it can either work for you or it can work against you, because you can start to think too much. But I'm telling you, new love is here for you. Either a stronger love, and I'm getting specifically a new love for those who are not in a relationship that is your match equally, right? And look at this, Ace of Cups. Creativity, free flow, emotional expression. So your new person will allow you to be you. You don't have to be afraid of this new love on the horizon for you. Not at all, because this person is the perfect person for you. Okay. Again, if you're in a relationship, then that person has really also taken the time. They've heard you loud and clear. Like I said, this is the judgment card. This card is the judgment card. I don't want to confuse you with this and rest this right here for a second. This is the judgment card. So you've harshly judged yourself and the energy around you. So if you're in a relationship, you had a long sit down talk with that person to say, listen, this is what I need from you for us to really thrive and be successful. But also, this is what I'm willing to give, right? If you're single, you've went in and judged yourself and said, okay, this is what I need to do. I really need to harness these emotions. And look at this, the Ace of Cups. Again, creativity, emotional expression, free flow, just as free flowing as your money. Okay. I'm just getting a very strong feeling, because what I'm getting from the universe is because you've done the work. Your perfect love is here. Not only the perfect love for yourself, but the perfect love in a mate is here. Like you don't have to shed tears of doubt anymore. You can shed tears of joy because finally things have aligned for you. Finally, they've aligned for you in the areas of love. So let's pull, like I said, these are the major arcana here. This is the overarching theme, but then also we have these cards here. So let me see, let's break this down. So you have, let's say the Pentacles cards here. You have some emotions here. All right. And then you have your new person here. So life is just good for you. I mean, life is really, really good for you, Cancer, because you've learned how to control your emotions. Your wishes have been fulfilled. You're you're still somewhat guarded because of what you went through in the past. Because here, like the Four Swords, again, this is the air attached to the air elements, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are also air cards here. This is also air and earth card. So this is attached to the Libra and to the Taurus. This is attached to the Libra. This is attached to the Gemini. Okay, this is attached to the air cards. So it could be someone in their charts that have Gemini, Libra in their Gemini or Libra in their chart. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Gemini or Libra as their sun sign, but it could be somewhere in their chart. Moon, Venus, or rising, okay? Or at least in the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? But again, you're using your power and your intellect to still protect yourself, even when you're resting, because you remember what it was like when you didn't tap into you know how people say they regret using their gut instinct. Okay, that's not going to happen for you anymore because of this rest position. Even in a rest position, when people don't think that you're picking up on their energy, you're still picking up on it. You're tapping into your power and intellect. This is your Knight of Wands energy. So I'm also picking up, okay, this is the fire element. I'm also picking up Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy too. That could be in their chart. Remember, we have remember I said in the astrological, the circle is 360 degrees. So we could be made up of several different, we're all made up of several different planetary rulings. But again, this is what I have for you. Your person is going to match you perfectly. So you don't even have to fear anymore the things that hurt you, that had you in this position, Cancer, okay? Let's get an affirmator card. Most High God in the universe, give me some more specific information about for love for the Cancer, specifically love. Give me some more information about their new person, their person that matches them perfectly, so we can get closer to what's in that person's astrological chart, their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I also just want to let you know, Cancers, and I'll mention this for my other readings too, that in my description, I also have the Astro Cafe, so you can pull your natal chart. Okay, Queen of Swords. Okay, do I have that anywhere? No, okay. I want to make sure I share with you. Let's get this a little closer, okay? So, the Queen of Swords. Clever, meticulous, intellectual. The swords again represents the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so I asked specifically my spirit guides to tell me, get me a little closer to who your person is. Your person has Gemini, Libra, Aquarius specifically in their chart, either sun, moon, rising, okay? So please pull the log into the Cafe Astrology link that I provided in my description, and also and when I say description, I mean in the about section for Queen Amun Ra's page. Look in the description section and you'll see the about, the about section, which gives all my information, email information, other social media sites, that kind of thing, and find the cafe astrology link. So when you're meeting new people, and you get their information, you don't have to specifically ask what's your birthday, what time were you born, and where were you born, but there's a way of asking questions. But your person is in the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius realm, the air element, which represents intellect and power. There's a lot of air here. There's a lot of air energy here. Like I said, you have the Pentacles. You have the Pentacles card, which represents money and wealth. Okay, so let's see. And you have, okay, let's see. Yeah. Your wish come true, dream fulfillment for you, all those things. But you have now specifically more air. So there's a heavy air element on your cards here. So that's what I'm getting for you. Let's pull an oracle card. Let's pull, okay, this is from the Sacred Vision Oracle cards. So let's see here. All right. For my Cancers, what do we have? All right. Joy. Yep. Joy. I'm not surprised. This white right here is showing a fresh new start, new beginning. Like I said, when I read when I did the readings for each sign for like the summer solstice, happy summer solstice, and I suggested everybody hits the reset button. This is a whole new reset for you, Cancer. Your joy, that's different from happiness. Happiness depends on what happens. Joy is something deep down inside of you that nobody can take away from you. So that is for you. And then let's get to the the Moonology cards and see what we have here in that realm, to see what we have. I'm really excited for you, Cancer, because a lot of you, like I said, because you're intuitive nature, and because you feel so deeply with people, that also kind of makes you a target for people to take advantage of you. But I'm telling you, perfect love is here for you. Perfect love. You've done the work, and this person matches you perfectly. Okay. New moon in Scorpio. Water. Okay. Work through your fears. Not surprised. So, the Scorpio is this Judgment card. Cancer, don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. Please don't be so hard on yourself. Work through your fears. Matter of fact, this is confirmation here that love, new love, is on the horizon, and is everything that you have to give, they have to give right back to you. So I'm not surprised to see here, work through your fears. Work through your fears, Cancer. Work through your fears. Use your intuitive nature, your power, as your guide. I mean, really, really tap into it. But that's what I have for you, Cancers. Again, very, very happy birthday to all of my Cancers. In case I don't get a chance to say happy birthday to you all in my comments section, but happy birthday to all of my Cancers. And I hope, even though this was a longer than usual reading, I wanted to give you guys a special happy birthday message on today. But new love is here for you. New love is here, and it is perfect, just what you wanted. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cancer. Have a great day. Bye.